I want to show you how I got paid 3 times from one property. By the way, right at the end, when I give you the summary, after the whole story, you're not going to believe what happens. Come with me. Now, as you can see, and maybe here, this is quite a busy road, but this was one of the reasons why we wanted to buy a property here. Even now, something is for sale here, something is for sale over there. Actually, there's an estate agent that we used to use, but it didn't turn out so well. It's a different story for another day. And I've just clocked this property. It doesn't have a sign saying it's for sale, but I can tell it's a little bit run down and it's not very well looked after. Yeah, so this is actually near an airport, East Midlands Airport. Yeah, we'll tell you the areas where we invest, that's not a problem. And it's outside of a major Article 4 area, Loughborough. It's a different story, and I'll tell you about these properties in other videos. But this one here, we purchased this because it was near the airport, 3-bedroom house. We purchased it for £180,000. We spent about £110,000 on it, refurbing it. We went up into the loft as well, so we managed to get 6 beds, 6 rooms out of this. Now, the big mistake that we made on this one was when we went to do the refinance, we thought we wanted £350,000 as the refinance. We were going to pull out some money, right? So basically we get paid to own a property. But someone came out and they just said, oh, by the way, yeah, no, they valued it at something crazy, like £250,000. I mean, we already bought it 180 and spent more than that on it, so surely it would be worth more than that. And she said, no, one of the reasons is because it's near an airport and it's on a main road, it's a less desirable area. Yeah, so this just goes to show that the professionals in the industry, they're not always going to give you the best advice. This is a professional risk valuer that's saying it's worth less because of the things that we actually bought it for. The reason it's on this main road and it's well connected, it's right next to the M1 and it's right next to business units and it's right next to the airport is the reason we wanted to turn it into a 6-bed HMO, which obviously we did. So what we actually do to solve that problem, because now we had money, investors' money left in the deal, which we didn't want. So we now go back to a different bank because the same bank would not, do a different value. So we went to a different bank. We had to pay another £2,000, but in the end we did get our £350,000 valuation. So the first time I got paid is when on the refinance. Yeah. So when I refinanced it, we got all of our money back that we invested in the bridge loan, and we took from an investor to be able to buy it and renovate it. So we got paid, that's the first time. The second time we would get paid is every then single month we were getting our rental income that was then paying our mortgage and all the expenses and obviously the profit. This was cash flowing about £1,100 per month. And then I always consistently work out what is the ROI on my properties. I do something called PPA, Portfolio Performance Analysis. Yeah, and in doing so, there became a time about 2 years later, after owning it for 2 years, it was time to see if we could get a decent price for it. We didn't need to sell, but I just wanted to see if we could sell. We managed to put it in an auction. Actually, that day, we put it in an auction with another property.
So it's our turn, and I'm just showing you that you can literally do business from anywhere. I'm on my haircut right now, and we're on lot 21. You can see Harvey, look, can you see it? Yes, so we've had a first bid. 320,000. Good, 325, second bid's happening. Look, it's going up. We get 350, I'll be super happy. 347, it's getting exciting. Oh my goodness, is this cool or what? 350, I'm happy. Anything above this, bonus. Hammer is down, 350. Sold. Yes. The next one, lot 22, 272, 290. Sold. Awesome, £291,000.
And in total, we made £640,000 in that day. And when all the mortgages and all the costs were paid off, the profit in the business or from these deals was £271,000. Now, I remember one of my highest days in the corporate world. I was able to make £27,000 in 1 month, and I kept, based on my payslip, 15,000 of it. Now at the time I thought, yeah, I'm a champion, £15,000 into my bank account. It was the highest money, that I'd ever had in one go at that point. Yeah, but 27,000 is what I earned, but only 15 I got to keep. Now, doing deals like this, yeah, and operating it as an entrepreneur, as a business where we can be creative, there's tax incentives, there's capital allowances, and there's all this great stuff that we can use, I was able to keep 100% of that £271,000. So upon the sale, that was then the 3rd time that I got paid. Yeah, so here's the summary. The main thing that we got right is the location. Now, even the person that bought it off us, and now I heard that they actually rent it on a rent-to-rent basis, so they just gave it someone else to be able to manage. I'm not sure if it's service accommodation or they're still running it as a HMO, but it's because the location is absolutely right. So that's the first thing you've got to get right. You always got to buy on location. Yeah, then you've got to be able to provide the actual product that people want and that's more superior, because there's a lot of HMOs around here, but what we were able to do is to make nice, big, spacious rooms, not just doing it based on minimum requirements, actually doing it a lot bigger than what the minimum requires. So that's given a superior product in this then area. And then managing and maintaining your numbers. You've got to be able to do that, because when we were doing that, we knew what cash flow we were making each month, but I knew what it was also tied to sell as well. And above all, you'll always make the money that you want to make and live the life you want to live, because you do the right thing for the right reason, and it's the only way you discover your true potential.